Paper Rex have finally done it. After years and years of heartbreak, seconds, thirds, fourths, being a joke in the Valorant community for just choking countless games, the one good thing about them was their community. They had a lot of fans, but even that was starting to waver at the start of this year when they did terribly in kickoff, winning only one game. But then a switch flipped. They went on one of the greatest runs of all time to even qualify to Toronto, going on an insane lower bracket run dubbed the Paper Rex Train, and it did not stop. Paper Rex were finally able to break the curse and win an international beating Fnatic, one of the most feared teams of all time, probably the best team of all time. But how did they do it? How did this team that has been known to just be a choker, a team that plays for fun and loses, just won an international? We're going to find that out here. Please subscribe and help me reach 1K. So if you could subscribe, it would mean a ton. And let's get into it. But everything still wasn't perfect on this eco round. Fnatic have a really cool strategy where they'll sometimes have someone buy a dry outlaw no shield. And it's actually really cool because as you can see, Paper Rex, 3 of them have light shields, right? These guys are still going to be one shot. And worst comes to worst, let's say you lose the round anyways. That person will just buy a lighter weapon instead of, Vandal or Phantom. They can just buy something lighter on the bonus round. It's a really cool strategy and worked well here. But it's 2-1 right now, right? Paper Rex. Obviously, they were going to take Pearl. If you didn't know, Fnatic haven't played Pearl in about 3 years, 2 or 3 years. They've been permabanning Pearl. That was expected to go to them. But what Paper Rex really cannot have is for them to go to Split. Fnatic have a perfect win rate in Master Toronto on Split. They beat teams like G2 and Gang on it. Very, very solid. And then obviously it would just be poetic to win on a map for Lotus as they lost in Champs 2023. But Fnatic play this eco round extremely well. They disrespect utility, which is something that you need to do on eco rounds if you want a chance to win them. You can't give utility the same kind of value as you would normally because, let's face it, you're probably not going to win the round if you play normally. You have to take a lot of risks. Fnatic do a great job of that. They end up figuring out the Vice was outside of B main and just jumping in. Remember that outlaw? Here you go. Gets the first blood, kills Jing. Boaster is now able to get into a good position up heaven, and he is gone. He's running towards A after all this. Great trades by Fanatical Classics, by the way. And then Chronicle pretty much seals the round. Boaster, though, this is what I mean. He got a lot of flack for losing and being like negative -30 or something by people who don't watch the games or understand the value he has as an IGL. This is an insanely good decision to just run over A knowing it's going to be given up. Because of all the pressure you've done B, he plants A. They win the round. Crashies just waits here with trigger discipline. Even though Chronicle dies, the kill onto Patman just won them this round. And it doesn't look too good for Paper Rex if you're getting ecoed right here. So let's see how they respond. They had to pretty much full save, so they did lose the next round, but this round they're able to buy, and they play extremely well. Fnatic do a trap play on the orb. The only issue is that no one's there, and then they're forced to kind of come back. Now, what Paper Rex do on the other side is exactly what I like to see teams do with the Yoru when there's aggression on the other side. Push up, get him inserted in an aggressive position where he can TP out of it. Right, he does that here. He whiffs. I don't even care. That map control was so valuable. Now Davai is able to peek, get the one. Jing goes 1 for 1 as well, but it's not just numbers. You took out Kayak Showstopper as well. Now that not only do they not have an entry, but they don't have a very powerful ult here. Fnatic are pretty much left scrambling here, right? They have Crashies, get Orb, maybe, hope he can plant, get a kill. He'll have Fatal. He does end up getting Fatal this round, but not to use in this round. And when they're going A here, as they slowly kind of creep up, you notice a couple of things. Number 1, Crash is obviously very far behind. But number 2, Paper Rex are playing disciplined, right? Instead of Forsaken kind of peeking out trying to fight that. Which doesn't make sense to do, right? You're at a numbers advantage. You don't want to fight that. You don't want to take your ones. He doesn't peek. Those are the small changes that happened with Paper Rex. But also, I saw Boaster get flack for this swing for some reason. It's a good swing, When you're down in numbers, it's just basic balance. When you're down in numbers, you need to try and take as many 1v1 ones as you can to get the numbers back. Now, is Boaster the best person off that act to take this swing? Probably not, right? Aim-wise, but they want a Chronicle to try and help Crashies be able to plant. I'm not gonna, try and act like I know their internal team dynamics, whatever. It was a decent play, but Paper Rex with their shooting, with them understanding what you want to do in terms of map control, and then not over-aggressing win this round. The funny thing is, the coach of Fnatic, when they were in their prime mini, he stepped down for personal reasons. He actually helped Paper Rex out with some defensive protocols for this event. For example, right here, I don't know if this is something he helped him out with, but it's something that is an improvement. This alarm bot gets broken by the rifle instead of the OP, so Alpha has no idea of the oppos. He then wants to swing to see have they pushed up? Did they just break it and go back? What happened? He swings directly into the operator. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff. Numbers advantage gained. Now all this C space is also lost. Alpha would put that alarm bot there to make sure no one pushed up. Now someone could push up, right? You don't have that key map control anymore, and now Forsaken is also over here on A. This is what you want to do on Lotus. Aggressive space. Just rip it from the enemies right there. Do not let them get this space for free right here. Forsaken is over here. It's a 1v3. If this turns into actual fight, but he's not trying to fight this necessarily, he's just going for info now. He does off the paranoia. See, can I get a free pick? No. Okay, I'm going to get out. Very smart. Just TPS over, TPS out. Keep the numbers advantage in your hands. Don't just give them a free pick for no reason. Look at this space on B again. Paper Rex. They are so hyper-aggressive. It works so well on a map like Lotus with this comp. All this B space is gone. Now, I don't even care that Patman lost this fight because of a timing, right? He's looking at the box for some reason. Whatever. I don't even care. That right there, stylistically, is going to win you more rounds than you lose. Now there's 20 seconds left. You have to go into this B site here. Jing gets a kill on Chronicle. You have the up from something. Now granted, this paranoia by Boaster did probably save a player's life, because if you'll notice, he was looking over towards this choke point at first. Probably would have been able to kill Kayak, but the paranoia kind of drew him off. 3v4 now, and this showstopper from Jing just wins the round. It's absolutely beautiful. Again, he's probably the best Raze player in the world. Definitely top 3 at the very least of all time. Beautiful, kill, gain, Paper Rex, get the round. Absolutely beautiful stuff. Stylistically, on their attack side, they made a remarkable recovery to win this round here. At first, it looks terrible. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't know why we're just teeping in. It doesn't work. I don't know why we're doing it. Please don't do it again. But even when they're at a disadvantage, Paper Rex are still dangerous. If you'll notice, they're headed over towards C now with everyone and all of their utility. But Alpha gets one. It's now a 5v3 scenario. How in the world did Paper Rex win this round? How can you suggest to do? Well, Alpha thinks it's ranked and just drops the Outlaw going for, I guess, a clip farm. The equivalent of Jing over here just screaming. He's going for a clip, but it's still just a 3v4. There are almost 3 people waiting outside C for you to try and plan. Even with that bit of counter spam, you still need someone to make a play. Oh yeah, you have Forsaken on your team. 3v3 scenario now. Crashies is dead up from some counter spam, but Boaster's got that Odin. The issue is, once you get the plant down, the Odin isn't nearly as effective. If the Odin was able to be brought over to try and deny plant from water, it would have been just awful for Paper Rex to get the plant instead. It's a mild annoyance when it could have been literally round, to be quite honest with you. Molly comes out, everything comes. They're trying their best, but Forsaken just goes, gets traded. Now in the 2v2, someone has to step up. Boaster is just firing the Odin, kind of hoping for a kill, right? Hoping someone's going to be there. Once Patman gets this kill, it's pretty much over. No time remaining. Paper Rex do a remarkable job, really, of converting the 5v3. Fnatic have just won 5 rounds in a row. Paper Rex were up a good amount, but it looks like right here they're about to choke yet again. There's no doubt in my mind that if they had lost this round in this map, they would have lost split. Fnatic has had a perfect split at Toronto. Combine that with the added mental pressure of just choking a map and seeing it all replay out all over again. I truly believe Fnatic would have won. But Paper Rex played this extremely well, actually. Right there, that kill on Alpha immediately swarming, not letting him just get that kill for free. Swarming over to trade, right? Boom, not allowing it. Then not over-peeking too much. Playing a disciplined post-plant here. Playing smart, right? Get the bomb down. Do your job. Forsaken, he ended up getting a 4K this round, literally dragging the team to the victory. And even with Kayak and Crashies being alive, two people that are very respectable in shooting, especially Kayak, they're not going to be able to win. The Dimensional Drift completely negated the OP as we saw at the beginning of the round right there. It was a wonderful, wonderful job. As you can see, Kayak is just on some tomfoolery. I do want to talk about the Dimensional Drift right here just because it was very, very good. Obviously, Fnatic have the 2 OP setup right here with Alpha and Crashies. This OP isn't getting any value because this Dimensional Drift spots it out. He's forced to kind of back off. Great stuff from Paper Rex. Let's look at overtime, though. In overtime, I absolutely love what Paper Rex are doing, to be quite honest. First off, we've talked about getting the aggressive map control that's over here with the Omen. But they're aware of Alpha probably going to be lurking here. In fact, they go ahead and they have 3 people there. But when someone gets dinked, they're not scared, right? They don't just run away. They keep Forsaken over here in case of the lurk. That's going to pay off in a second. Then Davai gives up the site, gets a free kill by just playing off. Forsaken kills Lurk, and now Fnatic need to make a hero play. They're confined. They're pretty much trapped. Obviously, the door is opening and it is crushing their hopes. 13-12. Paper Rex are 1 round away from finally breaking the curse.
Alarmbot dealt with the paranoia, sweeps forwards, Alpha! Playmaker once more, him and Chronicle! It dropped the Paper Rex players like flies. 2. Something and Forsaken left to pick up the pieces of a round that's just not gone their way.
30 seconds left.
So much space, though, given to these 2 on Paper Rex. And we've seen what they can do in difficult spots. Would be a magical conversion of a 2v4. Everything that Something and Forsaken could have dreamed of. And these 4 players from Fnatic looking simply to play spoiler.
Peace. Something, he's looking for any sort of kill he can claim. Risky business. And Fnatic gonna play this one smart. Patience is there, but a paranoia. Hold on, you till out with your hand. Forsaken, he's ISO'd the fights. And Something is wrecking them from on high. Paper X do it all.